2024 marches on, so let's take a closer look at what we think are the 12 best new Xbox games due to launch in March 2024. No matter whether you're looking to take to the wilds, hit the ring, create all new cities or go back in time to when gaming was a much simpler affair, the latest Xbox games will have you covered. Get ready for some off-roading fun as you travel across Arizona and the Carpathians in Expeditions, a Mud Runner game, the new adventure from the creators of Mud Runner and Snow Runner. Expect mysteries to uncover, archaeological finds to survey, and geological samples to gather in a variety of missions. Using your choice of vehicle, which you can customise to your heart's content, you'll have to find your way across inhospitable landscapes by rappelling down cliffs, crossing raging rivers, and escaping bogs. Set in the tumultuous months before the Allied invasion of France in 1944, classified France 44 is a turn-based strategy game from those at Team 17. You'll get to command a team of elite Allied commandos and French resistance fighters and undertake daring missions behind enemy lines. Get ready to shape history with stealth, tactics and strategic planning in this challenging World War II experience. Highwater is a cosy adventure game set after a climate catastrophe has caused huge floods. You'll join a group of adventurers as they cruise upon the high seas looking for adventure, whether that's exploring nautical environments, battling insurgents, or chilling out over a tasty rat kebab. Enemies lurking on the various dry regions are fought using classic turn-based combat, and you'll have to use items scattered around the environment like oars, harpoons, fishing rods, shopping carts and more to secure the upper hand. The classic Star Wars Battlefront games are coming to Xbox, so get ready to blast your way through iconic battles from episodes 1 to 6. You'll be able to conquer the galaxy in campaign mode or galactic conquest, devising your strategy like a true Jedi or Sith. The game features massive multiplayer action supporting up to 64 players, and you'll be able to choose whether to fight on the ground with Wookiee warriors or take to the skies in legendary starships like the TIE Fighters and X-Wings. So, you like spending time in space but not so keen on battling aliens? Well, in Lightyear Frontier, you can kick back on a peaceful new world, farming with friends and frolicking through fields of alien crops. We've seen plenty of farming sims on Xbox, but the science fiction spin of Lightyear Frontier makes this offering a little bit different. It's farming, but not as you know it. And there's an early access game preview period. Okay, so it may not yet be the full game, but with a drop onto Game Pass day one, you'll have no reason not to get involved. House Flipper returns with the imaginatively titled House Flipper 2, which promises to introduce new mechanics and revamp the ones from the original game. There's also an update on the visuals, with the fixer-uppers looking a lot crisper. As before, you'll be able to grab your hammer, paint roller and mop to clean up and renovate houses and put your own creative spin on interiors. However, House Flipper 2 also features a new sandbox mode where you can build houses from scratch, allowing you to recreate real-life buildings or go wild with those that only exist in your imagination. Next up is another sequel in the form of Dragon's Dogma 2. The original Dragon's Dogma was released way back in 2012, so this second outing has been a long time coming. Only time will tell if it was worth the wait. Just like the original, Dragon Dogmas 2 is a single-player, narrative-driven action RPG which allows players to choose their own experience, such as the appearance of their character, their vocation, their party and how to approach different situations. We're also guessing at least one dragon features somewhere. You'll also be joined again by pawns, mysterious otherworldly beings. So what's new? Well, apart from the narrative, all of these elements are elevated further through the latest in physics technology, artificial intelligence and bang up to date graphics. Bulwark Falconer Chronicles is the latest release from solo developer Thomas Saylor, he who brought us the Falconer. Set in the same universe, players will be able to step back into the Earthsea and yet again experience the same distinct minimalist style. The game promises that players will use intuitive controls to craft a new city and miss the ruins of war. Created to be easy to play, buildings beyond your imagination are erected with the simplest click of a button. But that is just the start of the story, as you'll also have to defend your creations from the factions that inhabit the Earthsea. Will you work towards a better future or plunge the world back into conflict? If you've never heard of Jeff Minter, then let us enlighten you. He's one of the weirdest, wildest game developers to ever exist, prolific in the 80s and 90s, creating games like Sheep in Space, Andy's Attack, Matix and Attack of the Mutant Camels. And now you'll get the chance to play these classics as part of the interactive documentary Llamasoft: The Jeff Minter Story. This is not a game, but a virtual museum of design documents, playable games, and all new video features that tell the fascinating story of a true independent game designer. From llamas to a whole cornucopia of beasties now in Planet Zoo Console Edition. The popular PC game from the developers of Planet Coaster has made the jump from PC to Xbox. Players will get to be the creator of the zoo of their dreams and craft detailed habitats, nurture animals and design iconic exhibits. It's good to see that animal welfare and conservation plays an important part in the game, as players are encouraged to help animals raise families and release generations back into the wild. Whether you want to get involved with every tiny detail of running a zoo or are just happy to kick back and relax as you watch the animals in their habitats, it looks like Planet Zoo Console Edition will cater to you. New Star GP is an arcade racer that thrusts you into the heart of motorsport management. Think F123 but with a retro feel. The developers promise that it's a game that's easy to pick up yet brimming with depth and surprises. Some of the features you'll be able to get stuck into include career mode, spanning 5 decades of racing, where you'll be able to build your team and upgrade your car. There's also the option to compete in 176 unique events, from time trials to elimination races, against 45 diverse drivers on 17 tracks worldwide. Play with friends in split-screen multiplayer, and you can even craft custom championships in Creator Championship mode. Retro racing has probably never been so good. So, 12 of the best Xbox games due to launch in March. Let us know what you'll be playing this month by leaving us a comment, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Xbox content.